Dust. I hate it. I'm sick of it. But I love working with wood, so you gotta deal with it. Based on the work of the 3D Handyman here on YouTube, I ended up making a filter box similar to his. I built mine into a cart. I'm going to give you a brief overview. There are 6 filters. Each filter has approximately 800 cubic feet per minute of air allowed to pass through it. That is for a 20 by 20 filter. The heart of the unit is this Caterpillar fan, which claims 4,000 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute. 3D Handyman has a bunch of videos that breaks down all the stats and all his tests. He built a wind tunnel. He did it all. I'm not going to try to do that all here. By his information, about 1,440 CFM is what's actually coming in through the filters. There are 6 20 by 20 furnace filters. These are MERV 13s, and they will get down to 0.3 microns with multiple pass filtration. To go up to even a MERV 14 was going to be from $75 to about $200 Canadian almost. At least the ones I was able to find online in a 6-pack. So for now, these are going to have to do. Because I wanted to have a filter on the end, there are actually 7 slots. I'll show you on the top in a second. I have one of the spaces filled in with a piece of 3/4 inch melamine. Filters came in packs of 6. It also provides 4,800 CFM in total for that amount of filter area, which is about triple what the fan is able to produce. But over time, as they clog up, I would expect the efficiency to go down significantly, especially if you're lazy about changing filters like I'm probably going to be. So the top is not attached yet. It's going to lift off as one of the filters, and one of the closed panels is underneath that top. I'm just going to have registration blocks so it can't shift around. This whole thing is made out of leftover scraps of marine plywood from a job I was working on. I'm just going to pull off this end panel and we can have a quick look inside. Inside, as you can see, I have some silk screen material on frames so you can vacuum it from the input side. And the fan comes off very easily, and this end panel comes off reasonably easy. So all the panels are the same, except this end one, I made this part a little bit deeper. This one is a little bit deeper, so it can accommodate this frame, which I have to put silk screen material on still. That and the registration blocks for the top are the last things to do. All the filter areas have weather stripping. As you can see, every filter area is the same as this end one. I'm not going to pull them all off, obviously. The main box is 24 inches wide by 47.5 inches long. It's rather arbitrary. You need enough meat to make a box and hold the filters, but the most important part is the inside dimension of this square is 18.5 inches, which is basically the same as this filter area, not including the border. And then because most filters are 20 by 20, these ones are actually 19 3/4, but I made the inside here 20 1/8 in each direction. So it should give you lots of room for any filter on the market. As you can see, here's a filled in panel and the top filter. And then I just have on the bottom is 1/2 inch plywood, And then I've got a 3/4 inch cleat going across where the wheels are going for lots of meat. And then I just have the legs, and they are notched around this just to keep this a little bit more meat. Wasn't too concerned with aesthetics, and I overcut them slightly, but it shouldn't affect the strength at all. I did end up putting a center divider in here so this top won't sag. The fan is held on with turn buttons, 4 of them, and it sits on a small shelf. The shelf really takes most of the weight, and the turn buttons are just basically there to press it against the weather stripping. It basically sits in place as is, which is nice. And I was going to originally take this piece off. It doesn't really get in the way, and then you can put it on its regular stand that it comes with if you want. So there's just a little shelf there. It's notched out so the rim of the shelf can just fit in there nice and easy. It goes on and off super quick. It has 4 two-way locking casters. They lock in spin and swivel. It's quite secure when it's locked up. All the covers are exactly the same. There's a rabbet cut out, and it just applies enough pressure to push it against the weather stripping, so you get a nice tight seal. There's also an arrow on these filters, so we want these to be facing out of the filter box, as the fan is going to be blowing into the box. The arrow points this way. So I just stapled this on. I'm just cutting it off with a knife. So of course I ran out of tuck. Not very pretty, but you don't see it. So this goes in front of that filter. So put this in, then the filter, and then the cover. So we're going to turn it on in a second. So this is a general air cleaner, as well as a task-specific air dust sucker, I guess you could call it. There's lots of times, even for small amounts of hand sanding, breaking shelf edges and stuff, a lot of dust is getting put in the air. And even with our other air cleaning devices in the shop, you want to capture it as soon as you can. So I'm going to give a demonstration. I might have to wait till it's dark later to really have it show up on camera. So it's a little bit loud on the video, but I found in real life, even on high, it's not too bad. We'll see if this shows up. For those of you that made it to the end of this video, I did forget to mention this fan is a TEFC, totally enclosed fan-cooled motor, so it's sealed. So yeah, not a too bad looking project, pretty handy. The one thing to be concerned about is rolling it around the shop, having stuff bang into it. You don't want to get your filters damaged. It's no help if dust is just getting blown all over the shop. So I'm going to have to do a test in the dark so you guys can see, and I may try blocking off the airspace up top, and the front anyway. The sides I think is fine. But I have a feeling I'm actually creating a little turbulence there, and as dust comes, it's actually pillowing it up and over. So we'll do a few tests and we'll see. As you can see, it works very well. It's great for general shop filtration, and it's also really good when you're doing routing or sanding or like a really dusty task in the area nearby. I was sanding from over here about 7 or 8 feet away, and as you can see, dust was streaming into the fan. So I'm really happy with it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.